Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Homa, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make an overlap top dress. You can decide to use it, you can attach it to the bottom part as a dress, or you can just decide to make it as a top. So right here I'm using a top measurement, which is like an half cut of a dress. So the half cut measurement is 16 and the bust is 40, and the under bust is 35. So you are going to see me measure it out, but first I'm going to cut the back side of the top. So I just folded my fabric into two, because to cut the back and the front and the back, you have to divide your actual bust measurements by 4. But since I'm cutting just the back, I'm going to be using my bust measurement divided by 2, which will give me 20. So this back side I'm going to get 20. So because I'm folding the back side into 2 again, then I will divide the 20 into by 2, which will give me 10. So let's measure it out. This has already been folded into 2. Okay, so this is where my 10 will be at, and then my 1.5 inch allowance. I'm adding 1.5 inch allowance, and then you can decide to add 2.5, as much as you want. So the half cut for the top, because I'm attaching it to a bottom part, is 16. Then I'll add extra 1 inch, 17 for allowance. So I haven't gotten this measurement, then I'll get my rule so I can get a very straight cutting. Oh, my shock is breaking. So now I have to cut it out. I'll cut it out like this, and then so I've actually cut out the first part, which is just the normal cutting, because I want to cut out the back side before cutting the actual overlap top. So right now we have 2 pieces here, the back side, which I showed earlier, and then the front side. Still normal cutting, I just place it on it and then cut it. And now this extra you are seeing here is for the zip. You can decide to have ½ inch, 1 inch, depending on how you want to sew it, but basic, just add 1 inch. So now that we have this, so we're going to measure at our shoulder, which I'm using 7. You can use the person's shoulder that you want to make the top for the dress for. Then my round curve, 9. Oh, I don't know why this shock is breaking. So you make a straight line, and then I'll just, if you have the rule to curve it, you can use, but I just love to use my hand. So now that I've curved out this place, I don't know if you can see it properly. Okay, yeah, you can see it. So now that I've curved out the armhole, I'm going to go ahead to measure my bust out again to get the shaping out of the cloth. And here it is. And then my 1.5 inch is exactly. So now we have the waist measurement under this place, because I'm attaching this top, this upper part to the other down part to make it a dress. So I'm going to measure the waist where I'm going to be adding it, and the waist is 35, like I said earlier, that is 95. So you are going to divide the waist by 4 So 35 divided by 4 will give you, you can use your tape to do the measurement, to give you 8.5 and quarter. So after taking this measurement, we also add our allowance, which is 1.5, 1.5. So now we'll curve. I don't know, this chalk I'm using, you will not be seeing it well because it's almost same, it has same color. So just listen to what I'm saying. So after getting that other part, then we'll come over here and measure our neck line. So because I don't want the holdings here to be too big, so I'm going to use 4.5, or let's just use 4, so that after stitching it will still end up as 4.5. Then we take it down here by 3. Now if you want it to be more open, you can still go down a bit, maybe by 5, 6, just depending on how open you want the front to be. But because I don't want it to be too open, so I'm going to be using 3. I'm going to be putting my tape measurement at 3, and then you do it like this, and then curve your normal round neck, your normal round neck. So I'm going to cut it out now. Okay, now note that you are not using the same measurement for the back, depending on what you want to do. Everything depends on what you are making, though I'm not using the same measurement for the back. So we'll do our shoulder slanting. Our shoulder slanting by 1 inch down. So you see it, you can use 1/2 inch or anyhow you want to do it, but the shoulder is usually not equal, it's not straight, so you have to put that slanting, So let's go. Okay, so I'm going to trim the shaping out of this place. Okay, so now we already have our back side, so I'm going to go down by 1/2 inch, as if you are making a turtleneck. So I'm going to go down by 1/2 inch, so that the shoulder can be high. So I'm trimming it hard by 1/2 inch, and also slanting the shoulders. For my zip, so I'm just opening it. Now that the back is off, let's go to the real main thing. I hope you can see it very well. So you open your fabric like this, open it. Okay, you can see it like this. Let me make it like this so that you can see it very well. So, or I guess you can still see it. So like this, I'm going to take my, now I don't want there to be any rope here, so I'm going to take the measurement down from this very place down here. So I'll just make the line. If you don't understand anything, you can also comment it so that I will answer it. So now that we have this curve down here, you can see it. So I'm going to trim it out. If you want there to be rope here, so you can just leave like 2 inch or 3 inch for the rope. but then I don't want mine to have rope, so I'm going to trim it out like that, like that, like that, like that. So here we have one part of this very particular top. This is just one part of it. So now we are going to go ahead to use the same part to cut another one, which will make it the complete top. Then what do? This is the front side and this is the back side. So in order for us to get another one that looks like this, is either we are using the front side to face the front side, or we are using the back side to face the back side. So I'm going to bring out the other fabric and show you. Just make sure that you are using the front side to face the front side, and or the back side to face the back side. And note your line if you are using a dress a material like mine. So right now what I'm doing is using the back side, sorry, to face the back side. You can see that it is the back side that I'm using to face the back side. So I'm going to cut it out now, using the back side to face the back side. Okay, this one is much easier. Just trim it out following the lines. So now we have the, oh, sorry. We have one part, and then we have the other complete part. Okay, the top actually fell. I'm not looking for it to. Okay. I was shocked. I was not like, where is it? And here is the other part. You can see this, you can see it. So right now we have our overlapped top ready. So after using your lining, now you want to attach it to the cloth. So you just stitch up here and then bring out your bust waist and attach it to the dress. You can see my bust waist is 35. We have 40 something here. So you still shift it, you keep adjusting till it gets to the point you want. And you can see the 3 meter I actually placed here because I didn't want it to be too open. So this one right now is not too open. So we are still at 42. Okay, 42. So by the time I stitch and also remove my allowance, then we'll get our actual bust, our actual waist measurement. So this is it. This is how to cut your overlap top. So maybe after I finish stitching this, I'm going to show us how it looks like, or what it looks like. It's going to be very fine. Thank you guys for watching today's episode. Please do well to subscribe, like, and also share our videos. God bless you.